up. He's got the shield of missing behind. There's the heal once again burnt by On. And Elk doesn't have the flash available. Need to work in the top lane. Bin got level 6 again. Giga Bin once more. That's his solo kill finally coming through. BLG's top laner Lyric, Mr. Reliable.
Bin said he felt like the best top laner in the league was the Shy, and he was able to get past him, so making it look like 369 not up to the task today.
I was going to say, he's damn wrong. I mean, the Shy, the best top laner, brother, I know. I know, again,
top
everyone
laners,
looks
they
towards
say it
him.
every split. They say every split, our top laners get asked in interviews, who's the hardest top laner to play against? And they always say the Shy. Doesn't matter what year, what split.
How he wants to kill him, he's 3-1, but can he just jump? Heartbreaker doesn't get over the wall. Bin with the snip, won't find the range. 369 flashes out as well. There's the flash from Shot, nails him down. Jungle v Jungle battle of Permafrost with melee top laners is just that easy. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Giga Bin again.
Riftmaker being online is making the difference for BLG. Bin just taking over now, wanting to capitalize, force their way up towards his top side, try to get down some vision before that second Herald spawns.
This is wild. The fact that BLG now 2,000 gold up. Again, Lyric, the lane started as you expect from JDG. They're still like that in the bottom lane. It's 50 CS lead.
JDG feeling comfortable that Ruler having enough mobility to keep getting them low. It's Kanafi.
Ulti 369, ulti's into turret. Tidal wave though, that tidal wave on is switched on yet again. Shouldn't get the kill of 369. Ain't tanky enough, Lyric. He's 0-4 and he's rolling threes, but how can you not when it feels like the dice is loaded being up against this Gwen?
And just so dicey, honestly, going for that engage. Like, committing so close to the enemy turret, having tools to lock you down coming out from On and Shun if needed. Only needing Nami there, but still, BLG doing a great job. 5K gold lead, 21 minutes. Woo. And this is one of the things we've seen typical of JDG in the regular season when they go up against other top teams. Yeah, remember though, no flashes on either of the 80 carries, so we got to keep our eyes on both.
L1 again! Oh, and 369 piles it up! The top esports duo. They haven't lost any of that synergy, have they? That was nasty. And Knight, you are my MVP straight away as Ruler jumps into the enemy team. Elk takes him out with the final blow, but still it's a 1-for-1. Yagao running for his life is missing, and 369 force him onto the wrong side of the rift. Lyric, I think while they're doing that, JDG are going to try and end.
Yeah, just preventing Yagao from going for the back. They have about 20 seconds, so I think it'll be a little bit dicey if they can actually full-on end off this one. I wonder if they'll even try if they'll just default to...
The Baron team straight to court in their own base this night. He'll get another stun, baits them in, he'll die for it, but Ruler's there to clean house. Onto Shun, he'll take a while to die, but you better believe that's the finishing blow.
And now JDG, with all these kills, are finally going to get their way to start making it to taking game one.
Lyric, they got smiles on their face, man. Knight is cheering, and so he should. Ruler may get the pride of the kills, but ladies and gentlemen, Knight on Annie was just sublime. 369 recovered well, and JDG as a unit came back from this game that looked doomed in a very JDG way. It was looking to stop Knight in his place from the successful game when he had. Bin's going to DC. Okay, so we do see that one live. There's a bit of a pause. So we're now going to sit back and wonder what happened. Yagao he's sipping, man. He's like, all right, no, we'll wait and see. But hey, BLG with a 4K gold lead. This game too is looking promising. I will say again.
Looking good. BLG wanting to keep their hopes alive of, again, their first ever international appearance. If they can win this, if they can win out their next match, make it into that final. Or hell, again, even just seeing incremental growth, seeing them make a third place finish even, you know, that would still be quite monumental. Taking down JDG would be huge. And for JDG...
I think I would say best top laner, especially through his lane phase so far.
369 was first All-Pro, and we see what's happening in this series. Sure, he is opting into like tank matchups against carries, but still, Bin having a field day.
Okay, wrong button. Yeah, the cat sideways. I mean, wrong button from Shun. He knows. He's laughing. That was not the right one.
Bloodthirster now picked up by Alec. When we are saying that JDG are so indexed into just outright bursting an opponent out, having that shield online is going to do so much more to just make it so JDG, once again, another target that's going to be hard to whittle down.
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up, as you said. Fighter's Knight now spot out in the shot. Remember, he has no ulti. Tidal Wave knocks him up. It might burn him. A double kill coming through. Ruler's now in the game as Lyric. That fake use of the ult from Sean.
The misclick
cost them everything.
It punished them. That is absolutely wild. The misclick from Shun being the thing that costs BLG. And if they end up losing this game, because they are going to lose the Baron right now, my God, my heart would be bleeding for BLG. They at very least will get themselves on Soul Point.
But it's the same again. They moved to Soul Point in game 1. JDG found a fight based around that 4th dragon. And even though BLG moved to Soul, Cullen comes through. Jing Dong, this is not where you want to be. Kanavi goes in for the kick. Ain't in, and Elk goes in and takes down a world champion. He was known as Joe Among, but now we ride him like a stallion as Elk.
Elk going massive, going forward in the team fight, believing in his team, knowing things like the wild growth are going to come through and make sure he can play as aggressively as he wants. And now that's going to open up the Baron for BLG.
The man who's developed over 5 great years of gameplay, who just went in full legendary mode. That's Elk. Lyric, the reliable carry, is there, and JDG, as you said, now have to defer off of this Baron. Like, it's going to go down pretty quick. Knight needs a miracle.
Yeah, still going to wait around and look for Piagao. Gonna flash over. They're from the same city. And you know, wants to take him down. Bin going to be the one to come through and get it done.
The rivalry massive. Yagao showboating here. And ladies and gentlemen, with Baron going down, BLG reascertain their control. 5,000 back up in the lead. This game is looking good to take us to a 1-all.
So BLG, again, wanting to try to take back Vision. They can't just finally walk in. Luckily, they do spot Knight on a ward, so they don't have to worry about the Annie. And it's what leads Yagao to peeping in into making sure that they're able to...
point is 4-item Lucian, yes, but will Ruler be alive to output all of his DPS, especially when Elk is close to matching, has so much shielding, and Knight, oh my God!
No.
Slicing Maelstrom used on a single target, but it doesn't matter. Yagao teleports in. They're just like, whatever, we won't need it for the fight anyway.
Right now, I mean, we just see BLG running JDG down. Great job of making this series competitive. Great job by Elk this game to show up against his former support that he played so many years with and showing, hey, you think you're happy with our divorce? I'm also happy working with On down in the spot lane. And then Shun, I mean, right, JDG gambled on giving away this Kindred. I actually don't think the plan is bad.
On as he goes on in, that's ambitious. He's got his flash, but no one's there. 369 even getting the first move, but Shun is going to be a close card. Cyclone helps him out for a little bit, but he has to re-engage. He has no way out. A big mistake by BLG, and JDG are there to punish.
And it's really tragic, right? Because we've been highlighting On. On is at a stellar split. Probably the best split like in On's career so far. I'm still a very new player. But he used to just be known for moments like this, where we just kind of randomly go in, give over a kill to the enemy team. And seeing that once again, I think thinking you just get out easily with the Z, but not going to be able to do so is Yagao. Can he steal it?
Very ambitious here. Oh, close, okay, at the very least. Kanavi does smite and gets away the dragon. Third one taken. The feathers fly out. He picks up a double onto 369. Call an ambulance, but not for BLG. Kanavi running after On. He'll get him, but Finn assassinates Knight while Kanavi's last to go. This team, this underdog team, can never be underestimated.
And what is going on in this LPL playoffs? BLG coming in and just taking out big names left and right, taking down a team like RNG in round 2, 3-1, easy fashion, 3-0ing Weibo with people like Xiaohu, the Emperor of Spring, someone who consistently gets MSI and wins titles, and now potentially gonna, make their way up over JDG. No one could have predicted this.
Soloing the dragon after the fact. Lyric, they use so much, and props to Bin
on
here.
The clone.
Unfortunate, really. But Bin surviving.
Everything used. Surprisingly, gold is still just about even with BLG having double the kills over JDG. But with that, we've seen time and time again in the last 3 fights.
Whoa,
369.
no way, no way. He's just going to solo out the Gragas. Freaking elk, man. This 80 carry's driving me nuts.
This guy got second on All-Pro team for a reason, actually being placed only under Ruler himself. And BLG, it's why we came saying their roster, a lot of people who were the best player on middling or low tier teams in the past brought together on this BLG roster, and now making such a great run in this playoff, showing they're a top team. You got to consider them when you're thinking about representatives who are going to get sent to MSI. Really cannot disrespect them. Upgrading their coaching staff recently, bringing in Tabe, and really feels like everyone firing on all cylinders for this team.
It's such an improvement, and I need to hold the thought. Elko's already ulted out. He's looking for Kanavi, though. And while that TP from 369 looked great, BLG just pulled the trigger on the fight. No jungler now for JDG. Our 5th seed annihilating our #1, and 369 runs in to die.
Think it is.
Billy Gaming. They're going to move to match point.
Yeah, BLG now having everyone alive to just push through the base, and heroics once again from people like Elk going the distance.
The miracle run at main was started from round #1, but round 2 they beat RNG, they beat Weibo Gaming. Now against Jing Dong, who's the one ringing the doorbell for match point?
I'm telling you, this playoffs has been the craziest since I have been in the LPL. And it's not like any of these were huge, glaring upsets that are coming through, right? All of our teams coming in the playoffs, I'd say we're relatively close, barring, you know, some of those first rounds.
Here we go again. 369 flashes away. Bin matches it, solo kills. Puts him in the trash again.
And Bin is just having a tremendous playoff. Solo kills. First All-Pro top laner once again. And this has been a constant pain point for JDG in this series. And another win condition that BLG are just going to be able to lean on throughout this game.
Every game feels like something to talk about as Knight just runs away from the event horizon again. Shun's second time he's tried to move through mid and has found nothing. Good charm dodge, but still spotted out while Kanavi just steals his blue while he was walking around the map.
So Kanavi going to end up getting something from his time invested in bot.
369 is wasting time trying to proxy. This Sion is just upset with life. I am not surprised. Goodbye, 369. He'll get a couple of minions.
But now the important thing for JDG is doing something with all that time. That 369 just bought by being like, I guess he accepted that he was already so far forward up in the lane that, you know, he just had to do something. I was on the same page as you. I thought he'd maybe just try to get the wave cleared out and just accept death, but did end up wasting a lot of time. Does end up giving over Dragon to JDG, but Bin getting a plate down, getting more gold in his pocket, and setting 369 only further and further away from being that big frontliner that JDG want to do. I don't know how much pressure they're feeling like they're under.
On Award. On Award. He's going to play. He's going to get nested. Zokanov is going to be kicked away. Sonic Wave. The ultimate use. Elk hits everyone as well. But the style of the 369 getting pummeled in lane, but not in game. Quadra goes over to Ruler as Bin won't give him the Penta. Whose idea of Billy's was it to give Ruler Zeri?
Quadra kill comes through, and he is still just demolishing BLG in these team fights. And now going to turn, be able to potentially pick up this Baron. They do look a little bit scared on it with the low health bar of missing. But the fact that they see Bin walking away, it looks like they're going to have nothing to worry about. And huge from JD Gaming.
I'll wait for this champion to get nerfed, but more importantly, can't wait to find out if BLG, with the way this is going in a potential Game 5, as Kanavi even gets it after the respawn, are given Zeri again. Lyric, watch this, because on Award, On turns it into a bait, but we are going to a Game 5. This chaotic series has got to end. Wait, no way. I think Ruler, 1v2, 1v2. Oh no, he can't. Hook lands, box down. Elk goes in and dies. Zeri, baby. Ruler 10-1 and 4. Do not give this man, this champion, ever again.
I love how Ruler was like, you guys have fun with those shenanigans. I'm peacing out. I'm ending this game. Thought he was going to go down once the hook landed, but still the damage was just too much coming from him. A Game 5 finally coming. BLG being put to the test up against JDG. It's funny to phrase it in that way because, like we said, JDG coming in heavy favorites. So our first place team, but BLG pushed them the distance. JDG managed to bring it back after falling 1-2 down. And now, like we said, the pivots in draft we know are going to come through. Seeing who can step up to the pressure.
Draws him in. There we go. Hook shot, wall shot now. Is it going to come through? Bin, but he's matched in the flash. It's blocked here. Trying to survive. He gets the slow down, gets the heal out.
Oh,
Bin
Yagal's coming.
running to his mid laner. Help me, brother. Help me, brother. Gets whacked on the head. Yagal now there. 369 stops the chase. And just like that, Bin is safe for another day.
That is such a tragedy for JDG, investing so much and finally trying to set Bin behind in the series. But Yagal moving over. Knight was actually on a reset, just TP back to lane. Allows him to get out safely. And in the meantime, BLG looks like they should be able to get this dragon uncontested because look where Kanavi is. He's still making his way from base.
I mean, that's huge for Shun, especially wherever the Kindred came out, but is going to be quite nice as On is making the move. Lyric, this is nice and early. Hey, you know what time it is? It's Bully 369. Yagal's coming in as well. The Mark of Dread layers down. The Shield of Durant lands. Kill 369. The robots have risen again.
They just keep going for this plan. We knew it was going to come when they locked into Camille with the Galio. The setup is just so easy, and they're able to follow through. So not only has he built the CS advantage, now going to get some plates in topside. And look at JDG, not able to find anything anywhere on the map because BLG pushed out bot, it looks like, moved over to mid, and recovering that lane, and not leaving themselves vulnerable to, like, what could have been a potential dive on bot lane.
He's got another visitor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's locked in already.
The Dread, the mounting Dread, not even just the ability. The Dread! Oh my God, leave Brittany alone!
And now for BLG, gonna pick up the plates. They're gonna push down the turret. They're gonna elongate the side lane, give more threat for Bin to abuse 369, or even just create more question marks. Roll him into this top side jungle, hover around mid, maybe lock down the Syndra as a squishy champion that Camille can take advantage of. So many things to worry about, but for JDG, it's all about bot.
Okay, they go for a soul flare. Doesn't connect. No depth charges return. Elk is going to get the root under turret. Oh no, Kanavi! He's going to die down, and Elk stays standing. On picks up the kill. Lyric, top works out. Bot doesn't for JDG. Big advantage as Yagal, you absolute statue to block that one.
Just JDG not able to find what they're looking for. Yagal, I like it, utilizing the ult defensively to make sure a dive doesn't come through, realizing that they can make their aggressive plays on top with the Camille while having the Galio cover for the opposite side of the map when we said, hey, they kind of are fine with the pace that the game has been going at. And now another mark in pocket for Shun. We're going to replay how this goes down topside, but Hextech Ultimatum comes out. He's locked in. Where does he Shun putting damage down early on? Down here. And it just allows for BLG to run them down. Great knockup onto Kanavi to make sure that he goes down. The Syndra had already been taken. And it just lets them push forward and get this bot lane turret.
Bit of a pause to come through, though, in a Game 5. Let's hope this one's resolved quickly. But BLG with another massive play, a 3K gold lead. And Shun got double marks. 2 marks were taken from Wolves, from a kill, Shun is once again on this Kindred that has been banned against him 80% of the regular season. I said it before. It has to be a pick kind of like the Zeri for JDG, right? A pick that maybe shouldn't have been let through considering how comfortable he is on it.
I mean, just one of those things that's hard, right? Like, what bans do you really change looking at their last game? And yeah, it's a little bit tough. I mean, maybe the Rakan is something you could have let through and kind of see how that went, especially considering
369. This Croc has been bullied all game long, has just brought it back. All it took was one moment, and JDG found it again. But 369, Dreadsline's brought on in, but he's so tanky, Lyric. They can't kill him. Dreadsline, wait, you go! Dreadsline saves the day. Elk is going to be nuked out. There's Knight's execute coming through as Yagal saves the day. What a close call. It's a game 5, and we are firing.
I can't believe how all of that went from Elk being the one to start it off to what we just witnessed. JDG going to technically walk out the victors, pick up a mid lane turret off of their efforts, but we still need to pay attention to Dragon. This would be Soul for BLG. I don't know if we have time for a replay we're going to see here. Keep your eyes on Elk. Goes in, throws out the moonlight vision, flashes forward, hoping to just burst out Knight, and then having to run away from missing on the outside.
Running in, Minty clean, Bin jumps in, the all-in, the Wombo's there. It's Kanavi who gets Bin though, before he can do anything. Yagal with a one-man shield around is big, but now he's front-lining. No one there, wins the war, Kanavi's just a cone. Elk is free-firing away. Look at Aphelios, 369, jumps on him, but JDG are winning the fight. Shun now there in the back as Elk drops down. JDG stand true, our first seed, are somehow holding on.
Yeah, JDG also a Baron minion, so now they can really start this push. I don't know if they'd be able to end the game with how low death timers are, but at least should be able to make a significant dent to BLG's base.
Lyric is not getting ult off. Finn is not getting that ult off. The combination that we talked about. BLG maybe firing a little bit early here as Shun tries to defend. He's got a GA. It's a 3-item Kindred trying to buy time. He's kiting away the Ignites down, but they're on the Nexus turret. BLG, they were winning the underdog story, but JDG comes through. Nexus exposed. Our first seed hold on. They'll move to the semi-finals and deny the Cinderella story from Billy.
BLG were so close. What an incredible run they've made to get to this point. Game 5 in top 4. They will not be eliminated. They will move on to the lower bracket. And JDG, it was dicey, maybe closer than it should have been in terms of expectations that were presented, but they still managed to pull through. And let's be honest, they managed to pull through on what has been 369's worst day of the split. If they can shore that up, I mean, I really feel like this team is still going to show why they are, again, coming in as that first seed. Ruler really coming out, able to perform on the Zeri and the Jinx. I feel like Kanavi, this last game, was probably the best game he played in the series so far. And then Knight showing some good stuff. And for BLG, again, it feels like